Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 98 Nerds podcast. I'm Master DHCP, and this is
I'm a disc.
just a disc.
Just a disc. Sometimes I'm floppy.
Sometimes floppy, sometimes hard, sometimes solid state.
Always obsolete. Just
Always obsolete.
just like my social life. Anyway.
Today's topics we're going to be discussing include Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the current state of YouTube. So let's go ahead and
World
get
War
right
III
into.
on the internet.
Let's go ahead and get right into Thanksgiving.
Personally, this is my favorite holiday, honestly, out of all of them.
Is it just because you like picking out and
Food is
giving zero fucks,
well,
or
for starters, food's already really good. The fact that you get to see the family is also nice. But the one reason that I like it more than Christmas, because Christmas is kind of the same thing but with gifts as well, is the lack of gifts. There's no stress about it. There's no disappointment if you get someone something that they didn't want or vice versa. There's no stress. That comes after Thanksgiving. We'll get to that in a
yeah.
second though.
Well, I mean, personally, how was your Thanksgiving this year? Because I know
mine
we haven't actually talked about that.
both of mine were really great. I had one where I went to my wife's house for Thanksgiving on the day of, and then the day after we went to my parents. So I had two Thanksgivings, and they were both excellent.
I take it Mamo was at the second.
Yep.
And so what did you have? Because I'm curious to know, does everybody have turkey, or does some people have ham? What other replacements for turkey do people have?
Well, at Jenna's parents, they had ham and turkey, and at mine, we just had turkey. Now, personally, I'm more of a turkey guy for Thanksgiving, but I prefer ham for Christmas.
Yeah, that seems to be like the norm. So what was on the menu completely? You can only if you just want to say one, or if they were
Uh,
similar.
I'll say my parents because it was better, honestly. We had a bunch of rolls. Go figure. We had the big old turkey. We had green bean casserole,
Ooh.
oyster stuffing, mushroom stuffing. Uh, I can think of what it looks like, but I can't think of the name of it. We also had gravy and the cranberry sauce, which I'm not really a big fan of the cranberry sauce, but I get the appeal.
Did you guys have those nice mashed potatoes?
That's yep. That's why I don't know why I couldn't think of the name of mashed potato, but I can visualize the white mush. But yes, and they're amazing, and I love mashed potatoes.
So I went to my sister's. All of us went over there to Jacksonville for Thanksgiving. We had a turkey that was supplied by my work. It was
Yeah,
actually pretty big, and it was really good. We had stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, uh, King's Hawaiian rolls. So they weren't really, top
yeah.
tier, but I had one.
They're probably, in my opinion, the best like roll you could buy that's just ready to go, ready to just eat.
Yeah, exactly. And there was also, I think it was a macaroni salad, but I don't touch macaroni salad. Not a
Me
fan.
either. Yeah, I can't do the cold stuff. Is my thing.
Yeah, but the green bean casserole was fantastic. There was bacon in it, and I'm not a big fan of the bacon in green bean casserole because it's usually soggy.
I like
But
it
the
when it's little
turkey,
bits.
I'm usually not a turkey or a ham guy. I get like a little bit, and I eat just a little bit, but I can't eat a lot of it. I'm not a
You eat the
huge fan.
sides more.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever it comes to actual like turkey, like I'm like, I can only eat so much of it before I get sick of it. The same thing
Yeah,
with ham.
I agree,
Um,
definitely.
but this year, the turkey was so good that I had a more than I usually had, but still I don't eat that much turkey.
Yeah.
But the stuffing was the best stuffing I've ever had in my life, and
Oh,
I
me
will say
too.
that and take it to my grave. The stuffing this year was fantastic.
I got a I got a viewer. Captain Bear Shark, you know him, he's Sebastian. But he said that he, and I quote, had these potatoes that were the consistency of grits and tasted like onions. It was rough.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Sebastian.
My poor boy here can't get a good mashed potato.
You can't get the potato that's properly mashed. But yeah, I mean, seeing the family on Thanksgiving, it's always nice. See, I was at my sister's for like a good 3 days,
Yeah.
and I'll be honest, all of us were probably sick of each other by the end of it.
Yeah.
We were like, get out of our faces. There was already like family drama in quotations, I guess, but I think that's normal with every holiday.
Yeah, for the most part.
That's like the bittersweet part, which I would argue it's worth it, you know.
It's worth it to, yeah, get together and see everyone once again and catch up. Up until the point where gears start to grind, but otherwise, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, there
Usually
was
though, when the when the gears start to grind, you do start to like get mad at each other. It's usually out of love, honestly, for the most part.
yeah, it's not like you actually hate each other. It's
Yeah,
like,
because otherwise you wouldn't meet up every year once or twice.
yeah, you guys would be like, we're never having Thanksgiving again, but they're gonna be coming over for Christmas. We're gonna be getting together for Thanksgiving. It's not gonna end, you know.
Yeah,
And I would say the top three like family get-together slash eating holidays would be Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
yeah,
And of those, Thanksgiving is always my favorite.
agreed.
And
It's
I mean,
just
for more reasons than I'm just a fat ass and want to eat
yeah,
tons of
exactly.
food. I actually didn't eat too much this year. I ate until I was full, then I just stopped. Normally, I like, me and you, whenever we used to go to Thanksgiving together,
Oh my
we used to
god.
shovel in fucking
What?
pounds
Where the
of
mashed
mashed
potatoes
potatoes.
go? What mashed potatoes?
There were mashed potatoes. Oh, I thought those were our plates.
Yeah, I thought that bowl was for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean we fucking demolished some mashed potatoes in our day. There'd be
Just
plenty of turkey left
just
over though.
destroyed. And I would always put a little mashed potato on a roll with some turkey to make a little sandwich. That was always good.
Yeah, you'd make a little a hot pocket, a Thanksgiving hot pocket.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty good. I'll give this Thanksgiving a 8 out of 10.
Mine was like an easy like 8.5 to 9 out of 10.
That's some killer Thanksgiving.
It is. It's one of the best I've had in a while.
And
And
you
it
got
was
to have
great.
two. I'm actually kind of jealous. Of
The first one was okay.
Was it awkward?
It wasn't
Seeing as how it's
awkward
like your
as much as it was like mediocre.
mediocre.
I don't know. I think I can sum it up with one thing. The stuffing was box stuffing.
Mm, was it at least cooked inside the turkey?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it like dry?
No, it was moist. That's why I think it was cooked in the turkey. Because it wasn't bad, but it was boxed.
Yeah,
It could have always been worse though, that's for sure.
you had that homemade, top grade, made by Don level turkey stuffing,
Yes,
right?
all the homemade oyster stuffing. 10
See,
out
now I'm
of
jealous.
10.
Maybe that would have topped the stuffing that I had this year.
What'd you have?
Well, I mean, I think it was actually box stuffing too, but it was made so well that
Box stuffing can be made well. I will definitely admit that.
yeah, I think they had to have done something to it, and if they didn't, what that turkey must have infused it with some holy juices because holy crap, the stuffing was good. But I feel like you guys had even better.
I'm detecting hints of jealousy.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Yeah, but any other thoughts on the holiday?
um, I guess I could just wrap it up with a good old saying of it's a great holiday. It's my favorite holiday. It's just nice to get around and the leftovers, can't forget those. Those are always nice. It's just a really good holiday. And then the day
Do you
after is hell.
do you think that do you think that what was I gonna say? Do you think now there's a good excuse to have Christmas decorations up?
Yes,
Because I
I
know a lot of people put them up after Halloween.
personally my personal belief is the week of Thanksgiving is free game, but anything before that, no. Like the day it becomes Monday of the week that has Thanksgiving in it, then it's fine, in my opinion.
Because you guys put your tree up Monday, right?
I believe so, if I remember
Because I know
correctly.
you sent me an image of the tree up. My
Yeah.
parents put it up like almost immediately after Halloween. And it was just like I come out of my room one day and there's a Christmas tree. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
It's like you guys just did this like stealthily? I don't.
Tactical deployment of tree.
Yeah, but I know there's people that really take it personally, that get pissed off whenever people put up Christmas decorations or start selling Christmas items in stores before even Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's like some people take it to heart. I think like they're offending their religion or some shit. And their religion is you can't put up Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving.
Like there's people that are like, "Ooh, spooky," as soon as like November or not November, as soon as October starts. So
And the
yeah.
thing
Oh
is,
my god,
like,
I literally called it. Yeah, Sebastian just said in chat there are also people who think Halloween is a whole month. I literally just said this, yeah. Long story short, people are stupid. Yeah, that sums it up. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where just let the people do what they want.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. People are like, oh, but Thanksgiving's coming up and you're already decorating for Christmas. Why don't you decorate for Thanksgiving? What am I supposed to do? Rake leaves, put them in a pile, and spread them across my living room floor? What, you know?
That's like about all you can do for Thanksgiving, to be honest.
There's not really any Thanksgiving decorations besides grabbing a turkey in a pilgrim outfit and like putting it on your wall.
This is true, actually.
It's like, haha, look, Thanksgiving. There's no real decorations or like
Haha, yes, I am Thanksgiving.
it's just an excuse to be a fat ass.
Yeah.
An excuse to see your family and eat like pigs. And then I see all these memes that are like people in the UK watching Americans having Thanksgiving. It's or like people in Canada watching Americans having Thanksgiving and it's like, yo, what the fuck? I
Relatable.
don't understand. You guys could eat like pigs too.
Yeah. It's
I
just kind
know
of a strange thing, it seems, for outside of the US.
I know Canada has their own version of Thanksgiving that's like early in November, I want to say,
Yeah.
but I don't know how similar it is. Everybody makes fun of the US for having Thanksgiving. All right, let's move on to Black
Hell.
Friday then.
Hell. You
To hell.
mispronounced hell. So, I personally feel like Black Friday is one of the best examples of good in concept, bad in practice kind of deals.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I get the point. It's to kick off the Christmas shopping and increase sales at a very, very fast rate and stuff like that. But like, and I appreciate that more and more businesses have been doing this, but why is it excluded to just one day? Because it stresses everyone out because it's one day. It makes people literally beat each other up over trivial stuff because it's one day and stock is limited. I know there's some businesses that purposely do not stock up for Black Friday. Some do, but some don't.
Yeah, and I mean the deals are nice on Black Friday, but like literally assaulting other people over,
Yeah, it's just it gets to the point where it's not even worth it.
like every year there's always a story like man attacks fucking family because Sony TV or some shit.
Yeah,
It's like what the hell? What was the markdown of that Sony TV? $100? You're
yeah.
gonna attack a family over a hundred
That's
dollars?
yeah, that's another thing. I remember when I was younger, them being like, "Whoa, Black Friday! Holy shit! Fucking, you can get." Sorry, I just remembered we shouldn't cuss, or at least try to keep it to a minute. Anyway, but I remember people being like, "Whoa, I got this PlayStation 2 for $75." Like, why does it seem like the sales nowadays are just actually not as good?
Well, maybe they were always just mediocre sales, but as kids we were like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, fair enough, but I don't know. I remember hearing all kinds of things and thinking the sales were pretty good in the past.
Well, I was like thinking like
Of course, it
as
depends
a
on the store
child,
too.
I was picturing like you can buy a new Xbox One for like $50 or
Yeah,
like a PS4 for a buck 50.
yeah,
I mean, the deals are nice. As a matter of fact, I did do Black Friday shopping, but I did it on Thanksgiving Day because a lot of stores like Target
yeah,
start their Black Friday deals on Thanksgiving Day after
yes,
Thanksgiving, like in the night,
yeah,
and then they continue them through Friday and Saturday, and they end on Sunday.
yeah. Those are the ones that I think more people need to do.
So the only thing I got was a iPad and Apple Pencil, which I ended
Excuse
up
me.
saving, I think, 120 some dollars on, which
Yeah,
is really good, in my opinion.
yeah. That's nothing to sneeze at.
And it was something that I wanted. That I was like, well, if it's discounted, it's now or never, right?
Yeah,
I have the money to get it, and it's discounted. So if I don't get it now, I'm gonna be like, wow, I should have gotten that whenever it was $120 cheaper.
wow.
So, and it didn't seem like a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna fucking kill you. Get out of my way. I just
Yeah,
walked in there. The store was pretty empty. Now, granted, it was 15 minutes to close. That's whenever I actually got there to get my iPad.
yeah,
And I just walked in, strolled in, walked up to the counter, was like, "Hey, I ordered something online," and they're like, "Ah, yeah, let me go grab it for you." And I just walked out, very civilized.
nice and easy.
And it makes me sad for places like Best Buy, where they have people like camping out
Yeah,
or some shit.
I that's another one. I don't understand the whole concept of camping out for these deals that are arguably still not that good. You
Yeah, it's
know?
pretty. Eesh. I don't know if Best Buy's got those like exclusive brand deals or whatnot. I would assume they
Mhm.
do since they are an electronics store.
Yeah,
But oh my god, uh, I would never ever see myself camping out in front of anything
yeah.
just to be the first in there.
I don't know. I feel like it's reached a point where it's overhyped from the people, the companies themselves, just in general.
It's like a huge advertising fiasco
Yeah,
because they're like, wow, we're selling this cool item for pretty cheap. And even if the people don't get the cool item, it's kind of like free advertising where they're like, hey, this item exists. You could buy it again,
yeah.
but you should probably buy it now because it's cheap.
Sebastian got lucky. He was in Atlanta on Black Friday at 9 a.m. and the entire city was basically dead.
Hmm.
Now, my personal thing And as you said with your Target, you ordered it online and then picked it up. Which takes me to the next thing. Cyber Monday is a godsend.
Oh yeah, I agree. Some of the deals that you can get both for Black Friday and Cyber Monday are pretty insane. Like I
Yes.
saw like I was scrolling through Twitter last night and I saw an advertisement. You can get an Xbox One S fully digital edition, meaning it has no disc tray,
Mm-hmm.
for only $150.
That's not bad at all.
Considering it's like I think at least a $300 system right now.
Yeah. Because not only are the deals good, but you can do it from the comfort of your home. It comes to your home. It's just a way more pleasant experience overall.
The only thing you got to worry about is you got to look at the stock and be like, wow, I can get this item, or wow, I can't get this item.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyber Monday shopping seems a lot better, and it's also something that I've never participated in. So I don't know the type of deals that you get, but I would assume they'd be close, if not
One of the
the same.
one of the good things that everyone always keeps an eye for on Cyber Monday is computer parts.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna try and keep my eye on some graphics cards then, because if I can get a better graphics card for pretty cheap, I'm definitely gonna hop on that
Yeah.
instead of paying full retail price.
Yeah, because I'm looking into like more computer parts for Jenna to build her a computer, but also like I need a new graphics card for mostly VR stuff. So I was gonna give her my old one because my old graphics card, the one that's in it right now, it's good. It's just not great for VR. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my eye on computer parts that will pertain to her PC and also uh, my graphics card because I have a graphics card for her, as you know.
yeah. So you're trying to build her a tower?
Yeah, we're gonna give her a full um
Gamer experience?
yeah, a
She gonna become
full
the gamer
gamer
girl?
experience. Yeah, she's gonna be my gamer girl.
Wow, you gonna give her Doritos and Mountain
Dor-
Dew?
Doritos.
But I would think you could get pretty much good deals on everything.
Yeah,
Like cooking supplies, maybe like small appliances.
definitely. Yeah, small appliances. Those are a good one as well.
What
Amazon
else?
Amazon usually goes all out on Cyber Monday.
Yeah, I'll have to. Even if I'm not gonna get anything, I'll have to take a look at all the deals just to get a good idea because I know it's well tomorrow.
Yeah.
I also doesn't I believe Steam does something too.
I
Uh,
wanna say they do.
but I think they call it like the fall sale. Might be on now. Yeah, the autumn sale, November 26th through December 3rd. It's actually happening right
Hmm. Well, I have something to do after this now.
now. But yeah, I mean, it's this big, and I don't understand Steam doing it because people are just buying games for themselves. But like, it seems to be geared towards, hey, you can get Christmas presents for people for cheap.
Yeah,
But
because you can still
everybody,
gift the games. Yeah.
I know my and your minds go to, wow, I can get myself something for cheap.
Yeah. In
We
the end,
usually think of like,
it's just a good profit for Steam.
yeah. And the thing is, does anybody actually do Christmas shopping on Black Friday? And I know some people that do. So I know there are
I
at least a
know.
few people.
Yeah, I know a decent amount of people that do, but it seems like most people who go on Black Friday shopping just buy stuff for themselves.
I would say, like, if you're a parent and you're going to get an Xbox One for your kids on
Perfect
Black
time.
Friday, yeah, I would say, that makes sense. But I don't know. I've only met one person specifically that actually goes to like clothing stores and buys stuff on Black Friday for like everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's nice clothes, but let's be honest, who likes getting clothes for Christmas?
Me, but only sometimes.
It depends.
I
I
could use
like
some
getting pajamas for
socks.
Christmas and socks. Yeah,
Socks are
socks are.
always nice.
People don't realize the power of socks. Like whenever I was a kid, I got socks for Christmas and I thought it was a sick joke, right? But
Yeah.
nowadays, I see socks in my Christmas present and I'm like, holy shit,
a
I have more
true
socks.
a true godsend.
You always have way too many socks at one point, and then just overnight they're just gone. And you're like, where the fuck are my socks?
Yeah, actually.
And
They
whenever you
start
get more socks, you're like, hey, I got the socks. I'm the sock man.
Yeah, and they start to get some like holes and stuff and stretched out.
Oh,
And it's
dude,
just
I hate that. Nobody likes a hole in their sock, especially whenever you put it on. You've already done the inspection. You don't see any holes. You put it on, and then you feel a cold spot. Then you look at your foot, and there's a hole in your sock, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I literally don't know how to explain it any better than that. Cause like the coldness kind of feels like it's wet for a second. You're like, is my sock wet? And you look at it and you're like, oh no, there's just a big hole in it.
A hole that you passed the sock inspection, and you still have a hole in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole inspection.
Yeah, you always do the hole inspection. You know how some people like do a smell test on some of their clothes?
Hmm.
Socks are the one item that I will not do a smell test on.
And why is that?
Because if they are dirty, I don't want to find out.
That's
I don't
that's
want
a
to
fair
put
point.
my nose in some dirty ass socks and inhale what God knows what.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of dude that wears socks everywhere in my house. And I'm going to pick up, all kinds of dirty stuff. Because we have tile everywhere. You guys have carpet, so it's not as bad.
Yeah.
But like tile everywhere, your socks look like black as soon as you take them off. So you can tell if they're dirty.
Yeah. It's a very, very noticeable
No smell test required.
thing.
That's another thing. If you have carpet, I feel like if you have carpet, you wish that you had tile or hardwood. And if you have tile or hardwood everywhere, you wish you had carpet.
Yep. Although I
There's no
will say
happy
this,
medium.
in my personal opinion, I do prefer hardwood a little more than carpet.
I would at least like carpet in my room, but my room is full tile.
Yeah, that's okay. I take it back. That's my mood. Like carpet in the bedrooms, but the rest of the house like
Yeah,
hard tile or
like
wood.
I've considered multiple times getting some throw rugs or just some sections of carpet to throw on my floor as like throw rugs TM.
Yeah.
But anyways, uh anything else? Talk about Cyber Monday.
I think that kind of sums up Cyber Monday.
I know we're blazing through these topics, but it's pretty much a chill episode.
Yeah. Trying
All
out
right,
some new things with how we structure this.
current state of YouTube. I know I have a good bit to talk about, but I don't want to like at this point we're kind of beating a dead horse because it seems like everybody has talked about this, right?
Yeah, it's such an expansive and talked about conversation because it affects so many individuals, including us, even to a degree.
Yeah, everybody's made a video on this. Copa is coming, and they're going to basically, quote unquote, destroy this whole website. Me personally, I think, yeah, it's kind of scary, but at the same time, I'm not really concerned. Some of the stuff stated in the law is extremely vague. And I feel like if you were to actually be pursued for this, you would have to be like actually the type of person to target children deliberately with your videos
Yeah.
in order to be held accountable for anything, really. And I feel like marking your videos as not directed towards kids should be enough to hold yourself as, hey, I'm not making this video for kids, so get off my back, you know?
Yeah. Just leave me
But a lot
alone,
of
my dude.
creators are like, a lot of creators are like, that's not enough.
Good
If you
afternoon.
don't, good afternoon. If you mark your video as not for kids, it's still not enough. So, I mean, just put a disclaimer at the beginning of your videos saying this video is not made for kids. I know VivziePop did it with the Hell of a Boss pilot.
Trailer or pilot, yeah, not trailer.
It says this is not for kids because I mean it's an animated
Literally,
show.
literally in
That's
bold
why.
text, it just flat out gets out there immediately that it's not for children, and you shouldn't think it is.
And I think that's enough. I feel like even putting it in the description, saying disclaimer: this video and this channel is not directed towards kids in any way.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be enough, as well as marking your videos as not for kids in the video manager.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh, that's not enough, you know, because they're saying the FTC is going to look at your video and they're going to say, oh, there's animation in it, or oh, there's games in it. Kids like games, kids like cartoons. What the hell, man? You're getting fined everything you own.
Bruh, this isn't for kids. What? Animations for non-kids? What?
And people are scared, rightfully so, you know, because the penalties for this, the fines, are upwards of $43,000 per offense, which means per video.
Yeah, yeah. Which is not
So
it's a pretty serious thing, honestly.
if you're a family-friendly channel who has like 300 videos and they all get flagged by the FTC,
You're fucked.
43,000 times 300 is a lot of fucking money, like $500,000. Yeah, you're done for, kiddo. I think it's even more.
Teleports
than
behind
that.
here. What was the numbers? Tell me the numbers again.
43,000 times 300. I think it's actually
Hey, Siri.
1.5.
What's 43,000 times 300? It's $12,900,000.
Holy okay. That's a lot of damage.
How about a little more? It's just it's a mess.
Nobody's gonna be able to pay that. And if they can't pay the fine, what happens after that? Do they go to prison? Are you gonna take the entire family to prison? You know?
My assumption is because I don't know if they have the ability to take them to prison because there's got to be some sort of like file for bankruptcy system.
Yeah.
I think at like the very least, it probably will just end up in immediate channel termination.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean that would suck. It would really suck. Because you're not going to be able to make a living off of making your videos for kids. Because once you mark your videos for kids, you lose the notifications, you lose the recommended search, you lose the community tabs, you lose comments.
Which means
And you
people who
also
actually
lose-
did make content for children get fucked. Literally
exactly.
nobody wins.
You also lose 90% of your ad revenue because 90% of your ad revenue comes from targeted ads, which cannot be applied to children's videos anymore.
Yeah.
So your videos are going to be promoted less, harder to find, not, you know, no notifications, and plus they make less money. So if you make content for kids, you're going to have to change.
Yeah.
And if you make content that can be considered for kids, you better either fill your video with a disclaimer at the very beginning saying it's not for kids, or your description, you better take safety measures to make
Yeah.
sure that your ass is covered. I think that would be enough. I don't think you have to be edgy to also be considered not for kids.
Edgy McEdgy.
Because I know for a fact that my videos aren't made for kids.
Nope, mine aren't either.
So I've had YouTube, because they have this automated system that is determining what videos are and aren't made for kids right now. And they marked a few of mine as for kids, and I had to go in and manually change them. And then I
Yeah.
manually changed my channel as a not for kids channel. So I have it all set up, and yeah. Good news, though. One of the biggest scares about this COPA thing was, wow, you can't be family friendly. And then, wow, you can't be edgy because you'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
YouTube is actually taking action, and they're going to start monetizing edgy content. Which means that, like, if your content is considered, has a lot of swear words or can be considered R-rated, you'll have ads for like R-rated movies and like adult content on your video, as it should be.
Another thing about the state of YouTube that I might just be stupid. I just learned something.
What?
What is that? Yeah, that works. Okay, so YouTube on PC now has a queuing system.
Queuing system? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
go to YouTube real quick. Hover over a video, and you'll notice underneath the watch later button, there's now an add to queue button. It makes it.
Oh.
It turns into the mini player, and you can start queuing up videos, which is kind of neat. Honestly, I'm surprised it took them as long to make it, but
That is really neat.
it must be new, like new.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that yet. Because I know whenever I see a lot of videos on the homepage that I want to watch,
Yeah.
I like middle mouse them, open them all in a new tab, and then watch them.
Which,
but with this, I can add them to queue.
Honestly, this is the problem too. This is the best example. They add these things that are so kind of neat, and they should have done a while ago anyway. But why are they adding these while simultaneously fucking up everything in the background?
Yeah, I don't know. I know they've done this before, especially like the Adpocalypse. It's, I don't know. YouTube is really fucky.
Yeah, I just
they're like Blizzard, right? They mess up stuff and then they fix stuff and then
they mess it up some more.
Yeah. They can never have some 100% good PR. They gotta have that bad PR, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think this is actually good for the website because it's going to bring the edgy content back, I want to say. I hope. So that channels like iDubbbz can actually make content, Max Mofo can actually make content.
To give them a harbor.
Yeah. Because you can't make edgy content right now.
You just
get demonetized. And it's scared a lot of creators off. It's made a lot of creators change what they're creating.
For the worst, too. Because if you're making something and you're not passionate about it, it's just not going to be good.
Yeah. According to statistics, kids are not the primary audience on YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube are actually older. They're, 16 to 23. I think that's like the biggest.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're in that age group, you can take edgier content, you can take edgier ads. So I don't understand why there's this huge issue. People that are 12 and under make up, I think, less than 10% of YouTube.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, that's actually insane.
But yeah, I just went ahead and set my whole channel to not for kids just to be safe.
Yeah,
because I haven't done that yet, but now I'm good.
But yeah, I think it's really scary for good reasons and no reasons at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hoping that this improves YouTube. I don't want YouTube to be destroyed. I don't want them to, fail.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does.
Because where are people going to go if YouTube sinks, And who's to say if people go somewhere else, that Copa will also
just go there too.
Exactly. And I mean, it is a federal law, so by all means, if they decide to police another website, they can.
Yeah.
So I guess time will tell exactly how lethal this situation is, and if this is actually going to be a good thing in disguise.
Yeah. One can hope.
Yeah, one can hope. I think that concludes the main topics. Any other things you want to talk about? I know I have an iPad now.
I'd like to mention something.
Yeah.
Something I'd like to point out, because I literally was just looking into it, like, right before we started. But as much as it looks like a brick on wheels, the Tesla Cybertruck's actually kind of cool.
Okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, I agree. The Tesla Cybertruck
Have you really looked into it though, spec wise and price wise?
I actually haven't looked at any specs or prices, but
okay,
if you can give me a link, I'll pull it up on my screen.
I'll send you links so you can pull it up, and I'm about to be very loud because this is interesting. Not only does it have 3 settings, which kick it up to, I kid you not, top tier, less than 2.9 seconds for 0 to 60, and a range of 500 plus miles with 3 motors, right? Mm-hmm. Now, obviously that one's kind of expensive, but if we talk about just the Cybertruck, if you get the cheapest one, it is the cheapest Tesla vehicle right now.
How expensive is it?
Single motor is $39,900.
Wow. Holy crap, that is extremely affordable.
Of course, that is the 250 mile with the 6.5 0 to 60. So it's not the greatest, but I mean, for an all electric truck that has a 7,500 towing capacity, that's impressive still for how cheap that is. That's cheaper than a brand new Ranger, actually, Ford Ranger, believe it or not. And I believe the Ranger has the exact same towing capacity.
The tri-motor is double what the single motor can do on every front.
Oh my, I take it back. Towing capacity of the 2019 Ford Ranger is actually only 3,500. Also, technically it is cheaper right now from rebates and stuff, but obviously it varies from Ranger to Ranger, and they're not all built the same. But yeah, that tri-motor, fucking 14,000 towing capacity. That face with this is actually the semi-truck they were talking about.
Yeah.
But it could easily do a 5th wheel, in all honesty. Needless to say, I still 100% think, even if it's not Tesla that paves the future for cars, I really think we're going to see a dynamic shift to electric vehicles really rapidly within the next 20 to 30 years.
Oh yeah, I believe so as well. I think in our lifetime especially, we're going to see the complete transition of everything from gas powered to electric.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a no-brainer. Electricity is more efficient.
It's
You're not
the
it's less
biggest kicker.
pollution.
It's the biggest kicker is besides price right now, literally right now. Okay, besides price and like charging speed, I guess, because you can fill up a tank quicker. Besides those two things, electric vehicles outdo everything else that ICE engines do. They're
Yeah.
faster, they're more efficient, they have more torque, they have more towing capability. As long as you can plug it in every night, then you're leaving your house on a full tank. I can't say the same for my gas vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And I mean,
just,
with the fast chargers that Tesla has,
they're getting
I
better.
mean, that are even getting better. They don't take that long.
Yeah,
to
I'll look up
charge.
the actual statistics because they keep changing it. They keep getting faster, so I'll look up what the current ones are. Here we are. Oh, okay, no wonder it's fast. It's a 480 volt system. Okay, here we go. Depending on the version. They take about 20 minutes to charge to 50% from 0, 40 minutes to charge to 80, and 75 to charge to 100. So, little more than a half hour for it to go from 100% zero dead, just dead completely, to 80% in just a little over half an hour.
Wow.
Which for electric cars, that is really fast.
And I don't know if
Now, here's the real kicker. They recently came out with version 3. And when I say recently, I mean 2019. They just started coming out. They provide up to 15 miles per minute.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Like we're getting to the point.
And I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but I know you do. It's not as healthy to charge your battery to full capacity every single time.
Fun fact, because me being obsessed with Tesla, I've looked into this a lot. In the actual settings of the vehicle, you can set a max charge limit.
Oh.
And what this does is you set it to where you want it, to about preferably as close to what you need daily wise, and it breaks it up to daily, and beyond the line is labeled trip. And what happens is you tell the car, like when you go to plug it in, if you're gonna need those extra miles, and it will overcharge of it. Well, not like overcharge the battery, but charge further than you have it set for the time that you use it next.
Yeah, definitely if you're going on a trip, 100% charge is needed. But the sweet spot, I think, for batteries is from like 40 to 80%.
Yes.
So if you just keep it there, like you set your max capacity to like 75 maybe, and you just, plug it in every night and just use it normally, I think that is the best way to healthily maintain your battery. And you'll probably never even notice that you're filling up your car.
Although it is a little different than normal. Well, actually, most batteries are like this nowadays since probably 2008. But if you plug in more often, you'll have much shallower cycles. So it actually prolongs battery life and lessens degradation. Degradation. There we go. So basically, you should plug it in whenever you can. This is true with most devices that are smart enough to stop charging once they're full. So not all phones, but like a good chunk of phones.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the truck itself looks really cool. And
Here.
it's kind of I wish it would be out sooner, but it looks like we have to wait until late 2021/2022. I think there's going to be a lot of improvement done to it.
Yeah. But you also have to limit it to like I think it's 80% when you go to like plug it in using like a regular outlet, because obviously it can't provide enough volts, but it will still try, and it can overamp and pop your breakers and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you ever get an electric car, it's a no-brainer that at your house you should actually either install yourself or get someone to install an actual like dedicated 240-volt charger.
Yeah, a dedicated Tesla charger.
100%. It's not really that bad. I mean, depending on how much you have to pay to get someone to install it, but I think the charger itself is like $500, I think last time I checked, but from what I've read, I've not heard a single bad thing about them. Like, I've not heard about them dying or anything. I've heard them lasting a really long time. Especially if it's inside, which they can be installed inside or outside. But, yeah. I'm pulling it up real quick just to verify that I got the price right. Yeah, $500 for silver or black.
Yeah, so my work actually has in the parking garage, they have 2 dedicated electric car spots.
Cool.
Which have chargers that you can use for your vehicles. And I think they're like industry standard.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like dedicated like Tesla.
Nah, they're probably standard. Which I believe the Tesla one is standard.
Yeah,
they have
adapters.
adapters.
I don't know personally.
They have adapters on their site that you can buy for different things, but it's actually mostly the older chargers. Nowadays, most cars use a standardized charger.
Yeah, and that makes more sense. I feel like if electric cars do become popular, there shouldn't be proprietary plugins, or at least there should be adapters included with your purchase, so that whatever the standard is, like say Tesla makes their own charger because it's very fast or whatever, they also have the adapter so you can use the standard charger. Because if they're going to be widespread, all over the place, it would be very big brain.
Including EV Connects. They use the same universal connector, a J1772 plug. So Tesla actually uses the current standard of all miscellaneous charging stations around the United States, at least.
Cool.
So unless it's a very strange one, which I'm sure you probably only find these kind of ones at like in California, back when electric cars were starting to get popular, but nobody knew what they wanted the standard to be. Because there's a few here and there, like cars that would use really very proprietary plugs for some reason. But I know, like in Ohio, you're probably not going to find any of those. So you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, like back in the day where cell phones all had their own proprietary charging heads, and now everything is either micro USB or lightning cable.
Yeah.
And of course, lightning cable is only Apple, and micro USB is everything else.
Wait. Oh my god. That's a thing?
What?
So this isn't part of Tesla, I'm looking at a third party company, but I don't know why, but I never thought of this. They have a system. You buy it, you install it, and then it just works. You put a thing in the like in the front of the car underneath the front bumper. You hook that up to the charging system, and then you put a pad down in front of where you usually park, and that hooks up to the adapter that connects to your power at your house. So when you just pull up into the garage or something, it starts charging because it's wireless, like a big old wireless pad.
Yeah, I've seen those, the wireless charging pads for your
I've
car.
never, I don't know why, but I've never thought of that before. But it's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's big brain.
Oh, that's how superchargers work. That's cool. I'm reading this information thing about it, and when you use, they call them level 1, 2, and 3. 1 being a regular 120 volt, level 2 being the 240, and then level 3 being the superchargers with the 480. Well, the other ones, they go into the onboard charger, and the onboard charger, like voltages it up and then pumps it into the battery. The reason why supercharging is so fast is it actually completely skips the onboard charger and just goes straight into the battery.
Ah, okay. I see.
And I'm sure it's mostly just because of it has enough voltage and amps. I will say this though, charging at home, this is another article obviously, but charging at home is cheaper than buying gas in all 50 states. Even when gas prices are low.
And gas prices, depending on your area, are pretty insane.
Yeah.
So where I live, uh,
they're insane in Alaska, I know that for a fact.
yeah, where I live, I believe I always get plus fuel, which is mid grade. Don't know what else to call it. It's 2.59 per gallon at
Mm-hmm.
the gas station that's right down the street. However, if I'm trying to get gas by where I work in Tampa, it's 3.50 per gallon. So it's another dollar if I get
Big
it over
move.
there. Which is why I hate myself every time I go to work and I forget I need to get gas in the morning.
Which
Because I'm like, well, shoot, I can't drive over the bridge.
this
For
is where electric cars would come in handy too, because you'd always be leaving your house with a full charge.
And also my work, like I said, has two
chargers.
wireless. I mean, not wireless, but two
chargers.
Two chargers exactly. So I could always just snag one of those spots and charge my car.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely the future.
It really sucks because that extra dollar per gallon, especially whenever you're putting multiple gallons in your car, it sucks, man.
But honestly, if Teslas could start being like wireless from the get go, then, dude, think about it. New buildings, they could start putting pads in the pavement as they make the parking lots. Charging spots for electric cars, they could just be in the ground. But think about it. If we ever get to the point where it is widespread enough, literally every parking spot can just have its own pad underneath. No matter where you'd park, your car would charge. It'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It would be really cool.
But we'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah, I'd have to make sure that they, the adapters or whatever you're gonna put in your car aren't like very fragile.
Yeah.
To a point where, like, say you go over a road bump and your car slides across it. Hopefully that doesn't damage.
Yeah.
The wireless charger, because that would be a major inconvenience.
Big problem, yeah.
And
Well,
I'd always like the option of also being able to plug in
yeah,
as well.
it would always be faster, at least a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like wireless phones. There's
Yeah,
still the option to plug in. Wireless charging phones, I should say.
yeah. Well, I think we've reached a good point to end.
Yeah. Any other further comments on any of the topics?
Chicken nugget.
Oh, I agree. All right. Well, thanks for watching the NBA Games podcast. I've been your host, Master DHCP, and this is also your host,
The disc.
the
That's
Disc.
floppy sometimes.
You can follow him at Disc4454 on Twitter and me at DRay2242. I'll put the links in my description. I don't know about him though. On the post watch on YouTube.
I probably will, yeah.
All right,
Later.
but yep. Thanks for watching,
Bye.
listening.